This is Bidibidi refugee settlement located in Yumbe district in northwestern Uganda. The settlement sits in an area of approximately 250 miles and hosts a population of about 227,000 refugees, making it the second largest settlement globally and the largest in Africa. The large number of refugees have left the environment suffering the harm of loss of trees to construction of houses and firewood. To confirm this, Mr. Ladu Mogis, a refugee and also serves as the Secretary for Security in Village 3, Zone 2 in Bidibidi refugee settlement, says by the time refugees arrived, Bidibidi was a forest.
Personally, the time it is brought us here, because there's a twist also here. That is why when the time brought the refugees here, also the buildings was very hard to get this 2 weeks we're going to build the houses. That is why this place you see now, it is very clean, because there's no trees, because there's no trees with these refugees going to build with them.
The Office of the Prime Minister has disclosed that the government of Uganda, the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, through the implementing partner, the Danish Church Aid, have already rolled out the planting of 1 million trees across the settlement and the neighboring community.
We have started and there is planting ongoing across the settlement by DCA, Dan Church Aid, with other partners who have the funds. There is the FAO, which is also coming in to provide some wood lot, and they are also planting, so the planting is ongoing.
Mr. Kwizera says, however much the tree planting is ongoing, there is more emphasis in strengthening peaceful coexistence between refugees and the host community.
We work in collaboration with the local communities, aware that these people are amidst the host communities. So we, as much as possible, make sure that there is integration and there is a peaceful coexistence with the local communities. Because, like firewood, they get firewood in the host communities. So if they are not sharing or at peace with each other, there would be conflict. So to minimize those conflicts, we always encourage them to peacefully coexist. Where, like the services we are offering to the refugees, we make sure that even the neighboring host communities can access the service. If it's a school, their children don't need to go to the farthest school in the host community, they can cross over to the settlement. And equally, to these refugees who are at the periphery of the settlement, if there is a nearby school, we encourage them to go to the host school to access the services. If it's a health center, still the same. If it's water, still the same.
The UNHCR has, however, left stones unturned when it comes to saving environment. Mr. Thomas Fastini, the head of UNHCR sub-office in Yumbe, says achieving the goal of reconstructing the environment takes a slow process.
When you talk about working with refugees, you're talking about people that in most cases have suffered in some way or another. They fled their country maybe because of war. They may be traumatized. They have many needs when it comes to food, when it comes to water, when it comes to shelter and housing, things like this. So it's not always easy, the environment that we work in. But we're dedicated to doing this. We're humanitarians. This is what we do. The settlement here, the BD settlement here, is the largest settlement in the world. We're looking at geographically 250 square kilometers. So it's a very spread out area that we have to cover. And this is one of the challenges we have in this operation, is that even if you go into this settlement and you have to move from zone to zone, it's time consuming and it's far.
In the same fight of restoring environment cover, host communities have also started surrendering land to Danish Church Aid to plant trees. In Alunga village, Kululu sub-county, Mr. Ismail Alege has offered 50 acres of part of his land to to DCA to plant trees and intercropping for refugees.
Mimi kwa land yangu nili-release kwake 50 acres. Amepatia kwangu sahili seeds ya 26 acres tayari. Ndio yeye mjenga, ndio yeye weka tayari kwa hiyo shamba. Kwa kiasi mambo nyewe ameanza wakati ile tunakuta hiyo wandugu wanaita wa refugees au kuna sehemu ya shamba, ndio sasa hivi mimi nagawa ploti kwao, kwa lakini shida au kuna nini na hizi mambego mnaona uziweka kwa ndani ya shamba yao. Ndio kiasi yake wanaangalia tu kwa simu, sinakaa hapa tu anapiga simu iko kidogo ndani yake.
The tree planting campaign does not only end at UNHCR and DCA. Primary schools have also strengthened environment clubs.
Anywhere, people working with the pangas, just cutting our trees, malicious. Anywhere, people working with the axes, just cutting our trees without replacement.
Speaking to Mr. Fidel Adebo, the head teacher at Laba Primary School, says these clubs have played a great role in the sensitization of the refugee community.
So you see now the place looks very bare, but it was forested area. So there is now importance attached to planting trees, both in the community and at the school. Want the child to see the value of planting a tree at school, and definitely translate this same message back home, that our school is planting a tree, and we learn about trees, the importance of trees. It is like a reforestation of this area.
Environment, yeah, our mother. Environment, yeah, easy where we eat from, easy where we feed from, easy where we eat from.
It is also important to note that refugees did not come to destroy environment, but to save their lives.
What you see here is one of the 1 million trees that UNHCR, the Office of the Prime Minister, and Danish Church Aid have planned to plant by the end of this year. Where I am standing is in the middle of 50 acres of land where trees have been planted. This is in a move of trying to combat and saving the environment from the human intervention in the name of looking for fuel for wood, burning charcoal, among others. For Media Challenge, I am Noah Omuya.